From the Elite Collection, Series 106, we've got Paul Bearer. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got from the Elite Collection Series 106, Paul Bearer, one of the great managers in professional wrestling. When Paul Bearer introduced us to The Undertaker, it changed professional wrestling forever. Now, Paul Bearer had been around in wrestling a long time, well before The Undertaker and him came into WWE and took over wrestling. He actually wrestled as Mr. X in some territory promotions, and then he actually quit wrestling and got his actual real-life mortician degree. So he was actually a practicing mortician. And then he gave that up and he went back to professional wrestling, and he started managing the likes of Ravishing Rick Rude and Stunning Steve Austin, not Stone Cold Steve Austin, Stunning Steve Austin, and Mark Calloway, before he was The Undertaker. So he had been around a long time. I think he started his career in the mid-70s, maybe mid-late 70s as a wrestler. And, well, this is what he's known for. Paul Bearer. What a name, too. Paul Bearer. That sounds great. And it was such a creepy persona. But I'll never forget the first time I ever saw him on TV. It had to have been in the late 80s. When he introduced us to The Undertaker, but great stuff. But let's take a look at the packaging here. This is my first Paul Bearer figure, by the way. So check out that packaging. Let's look at that. Look at that kisser there. Looks so good, man. He is such a character. Good square window packaging there. Big WWE logo there. And as you can see right here, it says Series 106. The other side, you got your hologram, Paul Bearer, your Elite logo. This side, I love that. I love that. Really good picture of him. And then on our back, good picture again of Paul Bearer and our cross cell down here. And let's see what it says about Paul Bearer. Oh, yes. In the Attitude Era, the ghoulish manager of Undertaker turned his back on the dead man and introduced the world to the monstrous Kane. Career highlights, WWE Hall of Fame inductee. And very deserving of it. But yes, great character. Our cross cell, like I mentioned down here, you have Jimmy and Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, our Paul Bearer, and then Roxanne Perez. None of these figures down here are going to be something that I foresee myself purchasing anytime in the future. None of them at all. Really, none of them does anything for me. When I watch wrestling right now, if any of these people come on, I pretty much tune out. Not a big fan of the Usos. Sami Zayn does nothing for me. Chad Gable is probably the best one out of this bunch, and I don't even know who Roxanne Perez is. So Paul Bearer to me, absolutely best one in this line. Albeit a weak line, or wave, whatever you want to call it, but Paul Bearer stands alone at the top for me. Everybody's going to be different, but that's just how I feel. So, bottom we have our copyrights, labels, and barcodes and warnings. And our copyright on this is 2023. But let's get old Paul Bearer out of his box. And we're going to take it from the top like we've been doing lately. Again, my first pallbearer figure. I got a feeling it's going to be a good one, and I love they give us this backdrop. I've been using that lately on my photographs. Here's our empty box. Set that to the side. And there he is in his plastic case. And I have a real strong feeling that I'm going to like this a lot. That looks really good. Wow. That suit even looks good. I was wondering if I was going to like this not soft good jacket, but just looking at it right now, I think I'm going to like it. All right, got my scissors here, so we're tied in at the ankles. Ooh, this is going to be hard to get to. Got that one. And we have one on the wrist. So only one of the legs, and it looks like only one of the wrists are tied in. And then we have a rubber band keeping his hand up close to his wrist here. Oh boy, I do like this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I like this. Holy cow. Let's go through, as much as I want to jump into that right now, let's check out his accessories. We have an urn, a smaller urn. Pretty cool, just gold. No paint apps on it. We have a large urn where actually the lid comes off. How cool is that? So this urn, whoop, it wants to get back in the package. This urn, the lid is removable. Whoa. So that's cool. And we have, look at this. 2 extra sets of hands. This first set is kind of grabbing hands. A right and a left grabbing hand or gripping hand. Next set of hands are these weird looking, creepy, ghoulish looking hands. Yeah, those look good. Look like something Count Dracula would have. So there's our accessories. Big urn, little urn, 2 sets of hands. Now let's get into pallbearer. Check this out. Like I mentioned, he has a rubber band. Let's get this rubber band off. It's just holding his hand up close to his chest, his heart. We'll set that aside. So here he is, and unbelievable. This looks really good. Really, really good. I can't believe how well this is. Kudos to Mattel. Man, check that out. Wow. Fantastic job. All black, of course. He is a mortician. His jacket does open up. Not sure. I don't think you would ever want to take that jacket off. Just the kind of vest part of the jacket is that everything else is sculpted on. So the vest part of the jacket is the only non-sculpted on feature on him, which is okay by me. It's fine by me, but man, he looks good. That head sculpt is great. Look at the tie. Tie looks good. It's a belt buckle painted on there. All black pants and black shoes, really good. Let's talk about articulation. A lot of movement out of his head. How does he get so much movement and then other characters don't get that much? That's a ton of movement if you ask me. So very good there. He's got single butterfly shoulders. Yes. Upper arm cut all the way around. Double jointed pinless elbows. Wrists that go down and wrists that go up. He does actually have an ab crunch in there. They hid that pretty well. So there is an ab crunch in there. No hula hoop waist. He does do great splits. And front leg goes up, back leg is hindered by his hips, so that's not happening, but that's okay. And double jointed, pinless knees, they have really good movement. Really smooth. I am digging this figure. This is probably, this actually could be the best figure I've opened up in a while. As far as wrestling figures go, I think he might be, but great hands. These accessory hands, I love it. I really wish he could hold one of these urns. It would have been nice if they would have gave us a hole and maybe a peg on that palm so that he could hold that. But let's see if he can hold it with two hands. He is large and in charge. So yeah, we can... Oh, we lost it. We'll get him to hold the big one. There we go. Come on there. Come on, Paul Bear. Maybe he's not going to hold this. Yeah, there you go. So he can hold the urns. You just got to get his hands just right. So Paul Bear, absolute winner here. Series 106 Elite. Great, great figure. Now let's get somebody out here. Here's our Cody Rhodes. He's from our top picks, must-have superstars. And you can see the size comparison. Cody Rhodes is a bit taller, and that would probably be correct. I imagine Cody Rhodes is taller than Paul Bear. Now, that's all right, but let's get the real. This is what I've been wanting to see. Look at this Undertaker and Paul Bear. Cody, you're out of here. Look at this. How cool are they together? Wow. Unbelievable. This is really good. I'm very, very tempted to go into play mode right here and do me a little promo with Paul Bear and The Undertaker. This is awesome. They look great together. I'm sure any Undertaker that you had would really, really stand really good with this Paul Bear. So highly, highly recommend this action figure right here, especially if you're a product of the 70s and 80s like I am. I was born in 1973, so in 87 or 88 when The Undertaker come around, I was 15, 16 years old. Great stuff. Unbelievable. Like it a lot. Highly, highly recommend it. Get out there and get this Paul Bear figure if you can find him. But until next time, oh yeah.